Hey, good morning, Brew Crew. It's October 17th, 2024. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. Shocker there. All right. So what we got going on this morning? First of all, I had to thank you, Daryl, for reminding me or pointing out to me last night that I had my notification set for 9 p.m. last night instead of 9 a.m. this morning. So thank you, Daryl. Somebody else had mentioned it too when I got to reading the chat. Curly asked the question, and then and John Benecki also, long time. Yeah, so sorry about that. Thomas's Trains. How you doing, Thomas? That was last night. Let's see, Trek said Mike gave me an 1885 Canadian Pacific Railroad spike. Well, that's cool, Thomas. Morning, Lynn. Cowboy Steve, good morning. Hey, Grandpa Rails, how you doing, buddy? There's John Benecki. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. I was quickly trying to set it up when I got home from work, and oops. So, let's see. Grandpa was asking about West Virginia because I live on the river next to West Virginia, but never heard of that town. Okay. Small world, though, you know. Like I took care of a patient yesterday who was from the same town as our PA at work, physician's assistant, and I happened to let him know that. So he went over there, and turns out he knows the husband in a roundabout way, you know, without getting into too many details, obviously, HIPAA and all that stuff. But, you know, they're just reminiscing about some of the changes and some of the sights from the old days and the town, so on and so forth. Small world. Going to be a busy day for me, packing up trains for the 3-day show starting tomorrow. Oh, cool. Sounds like a fun weekend. Getting into that season now. We're in that season already, really. Timonium was, I believe, last weekend. I had the big show here in the first weekend of October. I missed both of them, but oh well. What are you going to do? We're just starting to get more and more shows. And that's just in my, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of shows in Ohio. Astoria had one in September. We get a lot of shows up here. Pretty fortunate in that way. Hey, good morning, Floyd. Ridgecrest Desert Empire Fair. Okay. That's where you're packing up to head over. Hey there, Andy. How you doing? Yeah, kind of. Not really, but kind of. There he is. Here I is. Grain Grandeur. Hey, I've been enjoying some of those Rail Fan videos you've been popping up there, man. Cowboy Steve, do you know where Cass or Snowshoe is? Hey, Mike, Deep Run Railroad, good morning. Fred E., good morning, sir. Fred, you should be on your way down here shortly, no? I saw you posted a video. I was at work, though. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Sound like maybe a final run kind of video for the New Hampshire summer train layout. You looking forward to seeing what you got going with the Texas layout and all the updates with that. So that'll be fun to see. Leaving Monday. Okay. That's good. Gives you one last weekend with the family up here and finalize packing and stuff, loading the car and all that good stuff. Sure, just like any trip, you probably have more going down than what you had coming up. But yeah, not too much going on here. I was on last week with Chris from Go Via Go Home working on the Mother's Diesel house. Made a little more progress. I got some got the walls painted up, got the windows and window glass in. I'm just gonna go with did a white interior. I want it to be nice and bright in there. Hey, John Skokill, how are you? Good to see you. And hey, Dave, Carolina Foothills. How are you, sir? I'll give you a better look at it. Grab it over here. Oh, I think that's going to look pretty nice. I like that look. Kind of in person, it looks a little more, has a little more tan in it. It's tried to do more of a concrete kind of color to it, but I didn't want just straight up gray. I repainted that thing so many times, I just wasn't happy with the color, the gray color. So getting there though. Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt. Good morning. Good morning. Somebody said hi to Dwayne. Did I miss Dwayne? Fork and spoon? Maybe. He said, good morning, Dwayne. Now you go back in the chat. This is what happens, guys. I miss stuff and then I go backwards. Then I get behind. It's become a running joke, apparently. Daryl said he was listening to something on another channel and they're bringing up how I'm always behind. Probably Jim Tedesco bringing it up. Trying to take the heat off of himself. A little freezing overnight here. Frost on the car and grass. Yeah. Same here. I think it went down to, well, it might have been above freezing. I think it was 35. So it's Crooked Dave Gray. It's a concoction I made with different. I used. It's the one from, I think it's Michael's. It's the folk art one. I think it's called Linen. I thought that would be a good color because it's like an off white. Didn't like that, so I added some light gray from Vallejo, and that a little bit better. I still wanted to keep some of that tan tone in it, so a couple drops of like a light tan, and then I added some drops of a darker gray, and ended up just mixing up a bottle. I don't know, so it's Crooked Dave Gray, I guess. I don't know what you would call it. So not officially CSX gray, but it kind of looks like, the CSX colors. On the front of the building, I'll put, CSX, and I'll have to make it up myself because I don't know if they actually have a shops in Willard. This is going to be Willard, Ohio. It'll be my shops from there. That's where my big yard's going to be. And this is all fictional. These are prototypical names of towns. There is a yard in Willard. I'm 199% sure. It's the Willard subdivision, but I'm not prototypically modeling the towns like exactly after the name of the towns. I'm just going for places and placeholders, and yeah, I think you understand what I mean. So, but I'll probably have to make up some decals of my own, CSX, Willard shops or something, think of something cool to write on there. Well, Dwayne, if you're in here, hello. I can't seem to find your comment. Trying to find some interior photos of the CSX Huntington Locomotive Works or whatever it's called. Didn't find much. No, I found, see if I can bring it up. If I can bring it up on here or see, I'll work on it here. Won't really be able to see it too well. Don't know what shops these are. Let's see if I can send this to my email. I'll just give that a few minutes. I'm going to see if I can bring it up and share it. But it was a pretty cool picture I saw, and kind of where I like the idea of going with what I'm going with color-wise. So hopefully I didn't just kick myself out of there. Stupid. All right, come on, Dave. Figure your life out here, man. How do you refresh this shit? All right, let me see if I can share that. I have no idea if I'll be able to or not. Make this damn thing bigger. Working on it, man. I'm not good at this. Well, shoot, I was hoping to get that to come out bigger, but it's as big as it wants to go. Anyway, so, but I like how it's kind of white on the inside. That's what I'm going for, if you can even see it. And then I'm not going to do that red on the floor, I don't think, but doing the yellow handrails and then girders and all that kind of stuff. I think that's kind of cool. Anyways, well, 42 in Georgia. Hey, Scott. That's cool for you guys. 28 in Tennessee. There it is. Hey, Dwayne. Somebody said hi, and I was like, I don't see your comment or anything, so that's okay. Glad to have you here. If I read correctly, CSX is doing the hydrogen engine conversions. They are doing some of those, yeah. I don't know if they're doing them up here in Erie or where they're doing those at. In Huntington. I don't know. Huntington's where they've been painting all their, I believe it's Huntington where they're painting all their heritage units and stuff. A big paint shop there, I'm pretty sure. Dwayne's working on his mountain. That's going to be a nice scene when you're done, Dwayne. Get him, Floyd. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button. There we go. Granger. Okay. Well, you take care, man. Thanks for popping in. Oh, is that how you make it bigger? Son of a gun. All right, let me try that again. Let's try that one. Is that? Oh, wrong. Let's go back to that. I'll figure this out, man. Someday. There we go. It gets a little blurry, but damn it. That's a little bit better. So that's kind of what I'm going after. The yellow, I painted the, I won't be able to see it now because I'm sharing my screen, but I did paint my I-beams and whatever you want to call those supports, yellow. Well, I do like on the wall over here, they're kind of yellow at the bottom and white at the top. I may look at doing that. But I don't think I'm going to do the red down there on the floor. I don't know. It's kind of cool, though. All right, let's go back to this. Oh, you guys would rather look at me than that. There's Plumber. Morning, buddy. How was Timonium, man? Yeah, I know. It was the slide bar. That was correct. So, yeah, I didn't try double clicking. That might have worked, too. That's good, man. Good to see you still topside with us, man. Got from 100 last week to 60 this morning. Geez, that's a big difference. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing, buddy? Look at that text I sent you about the crossing signals. You had a file for those. Hey, good afternoon, Lee. Stream on and working on the train layout. All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, plus I just thought that would look kind of cool. Being there like orange colored, I think it would just look, you have a better chance of seeing that. I still got to lay the track in there. I got my handrails up. Where you see any of this? This camera. Handrails are up. I think next is going to be the track. The upper, like the vertical supports. I got to put those all in. And then I got to lay the track in. It's kind of going like that. Maybe. I'll do it one-handed. It's not easy. So we're getting there. I've been working a little bit on my own with it. Not just with Chris from Go Via Go Home. Because he was way ahead of me anyways. He's building 3 of these, so I did get my lights wired. So this will go against the wall. I got holes drilled. This will go up like that. So when it's sitting down on the concrete, it'd just look like a post or something, We'll see. If It should be hidden well enough you won't even know it. Why you didn't even have to do that. And that's just one of those loads from the OVR pipe loads for their gondola or whatever the hell it's called. The pipe loads. You probably use just a coffee stir type straw. That's kind of what I was thinking at first. And then I didn't have any of those and remembered that I had those loads. So I just grabbed those. So gonna do the red. You think I should do the red on the ground? I probably could do it. I did yellow striping. I probably could paint that. You know, I think it's backwards. I could paint that in the middle there all red. Guess I could try it and see if I like it. You know, maybe do it. Would you do it red or you do it that orange color? Probably red, huh? Timonium was awesome. Do the red, it looks cool. All right. What do you think, red or more of that orange? Is that like an orange red, or should I do more like fire engine red, kind of like the picture? 8 a.m. loving the train running crooked there. Yeah, I guess I got one. I got two running, but I got one on the upper level. I'm gonna have a camera on the upper level today. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, John. Thanks, Jim. Did you really? That's cool, man. I love that. That some of you guys have my hoppers. It's so cool to see them out and about. You ran Jim's flat car with the load. Me too, Steve. I can't wait to see it all lit up. I think, I've seen other guys and what they've done, and I'm just really hoping I could, do at least as well. There's Tammy and Ray. How you doing? Good morning, guys. Another successful Timonium weekend to see. Ray looked like he was having a blast. Speaking of which, I got this in the mail. And it is from our good friends at Mom and Sun Train Rail fans. I always get you guys backwards. There's a thank you card. I just opened it today. I cut it open, but I didn't open it. Oh, sweet. Mom and Son Train Rail fans got their new stickers. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks for all the ways you make this world a brighter one. Oh, that's so sweet. We appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. You guys will make this hobby so awesome. And the fact that there's such a different array of individualism, types of people, all ages, and such, etc. But it's an awesome hobby. If I ever do finally get my act together and get some kind of a sticker board or something to put up somewhere, those will be on there along with your old one. So I just haven't done anything with them yet. I got a whole stack of stickers from everybody, and I haven't done a damn thing with them. RGJ Trains, afternoon from wet and windy North Wales. Well, thank you. Thank you. Coming in. Welding flicker. That would be cool. That would be really cool. I might have to look at doing that. Hey, ELSDP 45. Gary, how you doing, man? Long time, buddy. How was your summer? I haven't seen you in quite a while. Hey, Wesley, good morning. Yeah, same with you, man. Stay dry. Doing good here, anyways. The picture looks like the red on the floor is the same as the red on the supports. I'll have to go back and, it looks like it's red underneath it too. In here, the supports are actually yellow. Supports are yellow and the floor underneath it is red. I don't know if you can see that or not. Or it'd be easier just to do that. It's kind of cool though, isn't it? See all the detail on that locomotive. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's I'm not repainting all those things. Forget it. They're gonna be orange. Maybe I'll flip flop that. I'll leave them orange and paint yellow underneath. Paint the whole channel yellow instead of just. If you can see, I painted the sidewalls yellow, but I didn't paint the floor yellow. Thought that would look kind of cool. Maybe I'll go ahead and paint the floor yellow too. I don't know. Yeah, the thing of it is, guys, a lot of that detail you're not even going to see. You know. So just how much do you want to mess with, you know? I do like the idea, though, Steve. I'd have to kick it around. And that's kind of what takes so long to build these buildings is if you want to do all that painting and stuff and detail work, it's kind of more, it's easier to do it anyways and more, I don't know, more efficient, I guess, to do it while you have room to work in there. Once you start getting all them supports in and walls up, it's going to be hard. In fact, I got to see what I have for workers, and I think I do have some toolboxes. Jimmy, send me some files on shit like that, man. I got to figure out how to actually go find files and make them work. Because somebody was saying last week I'm going to have to like slice. When I pull a file in, I'll have to slice it and dice it. Derek Wimberly, how you doing, my friend? RGJ Trains, Mom and Son Train Rail fans, we got your stickers yesterday. Thank you. That's cool. It's really cool. I feel like I'm trying to come down with something, man. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, just kind of saying good morning in here. I'm trying to get him, Grandpa Rails. Ah, forgot you were in here. I've been trying to keep it alive, man. Delta 9, good morning from Chicago. No joke. Well, good morning from Cleveland. How you doing this morning? Wesley Jordan. I didn't know that was your last name. My wife's grandfather's name, my wife's mother's maiden name is Jordan. So working last night, driving the ambulance, near zero visibility due to rain. Oh, yuck. Yuck. EO 3672. Good morning, Railheads. Good morning to you. Thanks for coming in. That's how our day was yesterday. It started out kind of rainy and it was kind of on and off. Clouds and sun. Thanks, Plumber. Oh, wow. Good morning, Daryl. And thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Crooked Funds. Enjoy. Sorry you can't chat. Whistle while you work. Double D out. Well, thank you so much. That was very generous of you. Appreciate it. Have a safe day. So how do I? Oh, that's what I want. That's what I wanted to do. Let me pin that. That's awesome. Thanks, Daryl. You didn't have to do that. Always appreciated, never expected. Super chats and all that good stuff. Hate driving the ambulance in bad weather. I don't blame you. I used to hate that when I was a truck driver. Weather just really makes your day worse. If you're not sub to RJJ Train, Robin Grace, they are amazing people and have a great channel. Well, let's go find that out. We're going to find that out, Tammy. I'll go check. I think I am. I feel like I am, but you never know. Especially with YouTube and all their weirdness. See, my phone wants to actually work today. First of all, let me add you as a moderator, RGJ. But you can click on other people's channels while you're in my chat anyways and go to their channel without having to go out and come back in and all that craziness. And I am subscribed. Let me make sure I got the bell on. I sure do. Just go back here to EL3672. I'm going to do the same thing for you, buddy. If you're a standard moderator, this way you can also go and click on other channels while you're in my chats. You'll get a little blue wrench next to your name. I'm going to make sure I'm subbed to you. And I'm subbed to you as well. Who else in here I don't have a wrench or anything? I feel like everybody is. It'll go away. It will. I take all my vitamins and my extra. It's just, I always take like extra vitamin C, and I got some like immune something or another I take. And like I started with the Zicam swabs in the nose. Man, I hate that stuff. But it does seem to help when you first start feeling sick. Swab your nose with that stuff. Kind of holds it at bay a little bit. Just the MacGyver Twains. Hi, Twains. Just the MacGyver Trains. Frank, how are you, man? You're driving me crazy about Amherst. Crap, we just got home from Timonium. He's in the video making king. He is the video making king. I got you. Yeah, he did a lot of layout railfan videos. That was pretty cool, man. I'm glad to see he had a good time. Trying to find. Delta 9, Delta 9, you need to be a moderator. So this is how I get behind, guys. Twisted MacGyver, I got you as a moderator now. I only do that, guys, so you guys can check in other people's channels and all that while you're in the chat. Yeah, it's not looking good for me to go up to Amherst this year, unfortunately. Hot toddy time. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't be against it. Nice and sunny there by Lee. I think it's supposed to be sunny today. Kind of cool. It's only going to be about 50 for a high today. First seasonal cold front. Where are you located at, EL? Asked a question about 30-inch radius on an HO scale monorail group on Facebook. The answer I got back was, don't waste your space for building size for a 30-inch radius. Again, Scott, I mean, it's just kind of your preference. I'm a firm believer, if you have the room, it depends on it. I guess it would depend on era. Like I run a lot of big six-axle locomotives, so they look better on a wider radius. Running a lot of big steam locomotives are going to operate and look better on a wider radius. In my opinion, if you have the room to do big, wide, sweeping curves, it just looks more prototypical. But it depends what you're doing. If you're doing more of a rail fan layout where you're just wanting to rail fan your trains, and you're not worried so much about industry and switching and having space for all that, then I don't know. Mine are 28s. 28s, I got, I think, 126 going into a yard on the other side just because I couldn't fit it in any wider. But I sacrificed going any wider on my radius to have wider aisles. And it might be hard to tell, but I'm not a little guy. So I don't want to be sidestepping, squeezing in. I did enough of that on the old layout. West Virginia High Country had snow yesterday. Man, I'm like, yeah, or GGAOs, or I don't know. I'm having a hard time saying that. I am subbed. I double checked it. All the more reason not to live in the high country. Yeah. Who did I drive for, Hugh? I drove for a few companies. Nobody really national. I mean, I spent 12 years. I was always local. 12 years driving for Cisco Foods, local deliveries there. When I first started driving, it was with Burlington Motor Carriers. That's when my dad was alive. Him and I ran a team. He was the owner-operator, leased onto them. Another local company I spent, 5 years with was R&J Trucking. Not the green trucks, not that I think that's an R&J Trucking too. We hauled trash. Cowan, I drove for Cowan for a few years. We ran out of the Coca-Cola bottling plant here near Cleveland. It was like a tri-state kind of job. I was home every day. We never went out any further than we can get home the same day legally. Hey, James. Installing lights in your new office today. Okay. Yeah, I know, plumber. I don't know. I'm still a little glimmer of hope I might be able to make it still, but it's okay. It's all right. Damn it. Only a couple weeks to the drawing. The Rock Island RS3 engine. Yeah, that's right. That closes Halloween, right? Sounds like it's a winner. I might have to give that a try. Fort Lauderdale here from under the palm trees. Yeah, I like Florida, man. Although I'm kind of glad I wasn't down there with all those hurricanes and stuff coming through. But, I guess that's just like anything else. When you live in an area, you have to take the good with the bad. I love it here 9 months out of the year. It's just I'm not a big fan of the winter times. It can be kind of rough sometimes. Fred uses 30s and 28s. Yeah. See, I wish I had, like, Fred, you got a pretty wide open area. Mine's more, and Anthony could verify it too. And a couple other guys have seen it. It's a good sized room, but it's like an L-shaped room. It's, I don't know, with the peninsula down the middle, it kind of really condenses everything down. So in order to have 30-inch aisles, I had to kind of sacrifice the depth of my bench work and stuff. Like there's parts of my bench work that's only like a foot wide, and then there's other parts that's 22 inches, 24 inches, 18 inches. I think on each side of the neck of the peninsula, that's 17 on each side. So it kind of makes it difficult to, like, I think it's 18 inches along that wall where I'm going to be putting this engine house. I was looking at it last night a little bit. I'm going to have to do some rearranging of how I'm going to set this all in there because it's just not wide enough. You know, either that or relay the track along that back wall. It's pretty close to the wall as it is. I don't know if I can go much closer to it. What screwed me up was I added that double main line in. It wasn't supposed to be a double main originally on the second level. Can we see if we get to enter the contest? Yeah. Yeah, so get in on the contest, guys. For Lynn McCurdy. Giving away that really cool engine. 28, 30, and 32. Now my peninsula is probably 32, maybe even wider than that. I just took the edge of the peninsula, came in about 2 inches, and then I just formed it so it's on the outside edge of the peninsula to get the widest curve I could, because I knew I was going to fit my industry on the inside of that. So I wanted to get it as far out and as wide as I could get it. So especially like going into that other side of my peninsula, I have a yard lead going in on as a passing siding / yard lead going into my yard on the other side of the peninsula. Oh, yeah, with Werner. 27 years with him. Wow. Yeah, I drove it was 21 years I drove trucks, and most of that time was local. Or like I said, tri-state, but, you know, Ohio, like Western PA, Ohio, Southern Michigan. We got into up to Rochester, New York. We delivered different Coca-Cola distribution centers. So the bottling plant is in Twinsburg, Ohio, and we hauled out of there. Then we'll be down in Georgia last week of October. Got to see how close I'm going to be to you. Visiting 3 other layouts. If I can make it, maybe a short visit. You're in Kershaw, right? My peninsula is just fine. Thanks for asking. Knucklehead. Yeah, I wish I did too, but 28s are just fine. Some of the long stuff, you know, it overhangs some. That's the whole thing with the wide radius. Number one, it's easier on the trains. As far as the longer train you pull, the more, I'm going to call it centrifugal force. Maybe that's the wrong word. You know, it wants to pull off the track going in the inside of the turn. So the wider the radius, the less stress there. Plus, it looks better because the cars aren't overhanging way, like, you know, you put an auto rack on a 20-inch radius or 22-inch radius, it's going to overhang a lot in that curve. And while it may still take the curve, it's not going to look very good taking the curve. So that's why I say if you have the room to go with the wider radius, I would. If you can go with at least a minimum of 28, like on my old layout, I had a 28 for the outside main and a 26 on the inside main. Because you got to remember, in your curves, you have to leave, like you could do 2 inches on center, honestly. I mean, they're close, but they're fine when you lay them side by side on a straightaways. But in the curves, you got to go closer to 3 almost, 2.5 to 2 3/4. At least I do. I can't remember exactly. And I always test them anyways to make sure they're not going to hit. So that's why I ended up with a 26 up on the top. Sometimes you can take a 28 and you can lay a 28 inside of it, but it just, the way you lay that other 28, you're losing space because you have to lay it differently, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. So Stole my wife's Count Chocula cup. How about that? Don't tell my wife. It's for a spooky month. She pulls out. She's my wife's. She's funny. She got decorations for everything, man. We got Christmas cups we bring out. There's different summer cups, stuff for springtime. I'll tell you, football season we bring out, Ohio State cups and things like that. My turntable installed in my peninsula. Oh, that's cool. Peninsula Club. Grew up on a peninsula, Hampton, Virginia. Well, you're living in a peninsula now, Florida. Hey, Ian, 71. How you doing? I'm sorry if I've been going right by you. I just happened to notice. Good to see you. Cool Halloween to all. Yeah, I like Halloween. We used to decorate, pretty good for it for when kids were little. We used to throw a Halloween party every year, and kids would have their friends, but all their parents would come, and we would dress up, and food and drink, and it was fun. A lot of work. It was fun. Kids grew up, lost touch with a lot of their friends, lost touch with parents. A lot of them were just, you're friends with the parents. Some of them you get to be really good friends with, and then others are, friends, but just more like acquaintance kind of friends, I was stationed in Langley in 77 and 81. St. Mary's County is a peninsula. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hi, Chris. Motor train aficionado. How you doing today? The Perez always loved going there. I actually delivered Dunkin' Donuts to the Langley commissary for a few years. Nice. Your layout's more for operating, doing a prototype freelance on a Seaboard Coastline division, and there be one division I model 29 or 30 inch would be mainline, 28 or 27 for sidings and spurs. Sounds good to me. Yeah, we get kind of goofy about it. Like we have a good amount of fall type, like starting in like September, we start with like fall colors and different fall decorations. We put corn stalks out on the porch and pumpkins, and she has a bunch of those like fake pumpkins you get like Michael's and that. And in October, we throw the Halloween stuff into it. Then she takes that down, and we have a few things we throw up for Thanksgiving. So, the day after Thanksgiving, all that fall stuff gets packed away, and then all the Christmas stuff comes out. We decorate that weekend, spend that whole weekend after Thanksgiving usually decorating Christmas tree and all that stuff. And that stays up till first weekend we can get to it in January, depending on how the New Year's falls and everything. We usually get it down pretty early in January. And by that time, it's nice to have all the decorations up, but by the time January comes, it's kind of nice just to get back to plain old. It just gets to be a little much after a while. And this place looks like Christmas throws up in this joint, man, with decorations and stuff. See, I'm in my work truck hiding from the boss. That's good. I like that. You can always use my show to hide from the boss. I don't ever mind that. I'll cover for you, in fact. I missed something. Plumber says, and it goes two ways, Jim. What does that mean? I missed this comment, apparently. Yes, Anthony, we're in Kershaw. It's okay if you don't make it. Maybe next time. I think he'd like to try to make it. He's talked about that with me a few times, wanting to make it down there, see your building. Probably get Carolina Foothills to come up and hang out with you too. I don't think he's that far from you, is he? Tammy. The 2 controllers for the turntable operate both sides of the peninsula. Nice. I would like to have a turntable. I just don't think I could fit it anywhere. I probably would have to do more of the transfer table than the turntable because I don't really have enough room. Like I said, I don't know. The transfer table goes side to side. So, thank you, Crooked. I am fine. Good. Dwight's Halloween challenge. Yeah. I could probably do something. I got my farm. I don't really have like scary, like Halloween stuff, but it's all the farm's all decorated for the fall because I model the fall, obviously. So I mean that is something there. It's Halloween, all the Christmas is going up. It'll be very lit, and to land at 7:47 in my yard. Okay. I don't do much outside anymore that the kids are grown. I just put new gutters and stuff on the house, so I'm not going to be in gutter guards. So I got to figure out how I can clip the lights up. I usually put lights up, but I'm not messing with the gutter guards. They're like professionally done. They're not like those cheapy plastic ones and stuff. So I don't know how to hang them. And they're aluminum, so it's not like you can even do like a magnet of some kind. Which we get a lot of wind here, and So, and if it does snow or we get ice hanging from them or anything, like we've had before, you can do an update. Yeah, you should. Well, Tammy, you ought to do a video if you haven't. I haven't seen one. Doesn't mean you haven't done one. On all your Christmas decorations and that. Ray likes the video now, apparently, so maybe he'll do one and give us a little tour. Maybe do a little daylight tour, show it all lit up at night. I know on Pappy's channel, his Pappy's Potluck, he was showing all his pumpkin patch. I thought that was pretty cool. So we haven't checked that out. Go give that a look. I like watching that channel. He's been doing a lot on his room that he's building in his garage for his layout, soon to be layout. Yeah, thanks, Floyd. You guys, if you don't mind, hit that bell, like button, whatever the hell you want to call it. Tammy and Ray going to my first train show in 3 years next month. Oh, no joke. Where's that at? I know you said there's not really that many in the area anymore. I'm going to Disney World for Halloween and Christmas. They get overboard, especially in the campground. Yeah, never been to the campground. We've been to Disney like in November when they've already got the decorations up for Christmas, which is really cool. Anytime we go there, we usually get an ornament for that year. Every year we get an ornament for the year. And anytime we've been in Disney, we usually get a Disney ornament for that particular year. Or any vacation we'll go to, whether it be a beach vacation or wherever, we'll pick up something as a memento that would go on the tree, kind of ornament, whatever you want to call it. We haven't been down there for Halloween, but when my wife turned 50 a couple of years ago, we went to, what's the other one down there? MGM. And we went there, Universal Studios, not MGM. And they were all decorated for their Halloween weekends or whatever the hell they do, Halloween. It was pretty cool, man. They did a nice job. Like it was all haunted houses and stuff. You go in. It was pretty neat. How far from Rock Hill? Going to be stopping by Carolina Foothills. King Mountain, not Rock Hill. 40 minutes. Well, that's not bad. Like neighbors. Many Christmas decorations in our neighborhood are incredibly impressive. Really enjoy walking by in the evening. Yeah. Now, our friends that are down in Bradenton, we went down there in November one year, and their whole little downtown area there that they are in Lakewood Ranch. So they have like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a big shopping district down there, and it's all decorated. It was funny. It was really weird to be 80 degrees in November. It still gets dark like it does here, obviously, it's the same time zone. But it was funny that it was so warm. It was like 80 degrees. Like, that's too warm. Give you a different view here. Train's getting ready to come over the bridge, so it's kind of cool. Take care, Ian. Thank you for coming in. Oh, you're gonna do it in O scale. All right, I'm gonna have to watch it again, get all the details, and see what I can come up with. Zip tie mounds with two-sided tape protect gutter and hanger lights. Not a bad idea. I have to look around there. Got to be some kind of a hanger there for this situation, I would think. There's my timber load challenge, my log load challenge. I don't have any log cars, just those lumber cars. My lone coil car. There's some clip assigned between the gutter guard and the gutter. I have to look around, see if I can find something. The wife really likes when I put the lights up. I just put those old, what are they, C9 bulbs, burn your face off kind of bulbs. They're colored. I like the colored, the translucent colored glass, not the painted glass. And I put those up every year, just on the gutter across the front of the house, and there's like a little peak on the house, like two little peaks, one over the front door and one above that. Not too bad. I could get it on like my 8-foot step ladder without having to get up too high, and it's not bad. Because the highest point on the house is there's a deck on the front of the house, so I'm able to put the ladder on the deck, and it gives me that much, like 3 feet extra of space and whatever. It looks good. I used to put a bunch of stuff out in the yard, like those blow mold type decorations. I had like a Santa Claus with 3 reindeer, a big snowman, like a drummer boy, a couple candy canes, stuff like that. It's just a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest. Because you got to take it all down in freaking January, or you leave the shit up until usually I'm able to get the stuff out of the yard, but I end up leaving the lights up until I get like a February thaw or something. And I'll take it down. Mom always makes sure we get a dated Christmas decoration of the year as we go down. Yeah. We first got married. We went to Kmart. You guys remember Kmart? And then what was the other one? Hills. And I think they turned over into Ames department store. And I'll catch the train here on this side. the peninsula. Taco truck. Well, eventually I'll actually get this crossing gate straight and wired up one of these years. There's my 3D printed truck fleet with their pneumatic trailers. Trailers are not 3D printed, though. Those are thanks to Derailed Daryl. He had gifted me those a while back. Maybe it's time to switch to Christmas double-head snowflake projection lights. Yeah, I've thought about it. I used to make fun of guys that use those. Like, that was just a lazy man's way of decorating. My cousin did that one year, and I had a lot of fun making fun of him. But you know what? There's a lot to be said for that. Just the projector lights. Might have to look at that. It's safer, not up on the damn ladder. Oh, holy mackerel, Fred. Thanks, buddy. Geez, I'm way behind. Shocker. Thank you so much, buddy. Did not have to do that. Did not have to do that. I appreciate it, though. Thank you so much. Too kind, man. Too kind. Glad you survived the hurricane, Jim. Yeah, no doubt. All you guys down there. I checked in with a bunch of friends that we have down there, and other YouTubers and stuff, and everybody seemed to make it through pretty well. Time for me to roll. Peace out. Take care, plumber. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Liquid Ranch is one of my retirement considerations. Beautiful there, man. That's it's a huge area, man. There's a lot of area to it. Don't ask me the exact development they live in, but they always joked that they're the poor people in town because their house was only about $300,000. And this is going back a few years too, like 5 years or so, before everything got like overly inflated. You know, catch him back on the bridge again. Just because why the hell not? Thank you, John. Give your grandboy a hug from Grammy Tammy. I like my new channel name because I am O-Scale. Been O-Scale for 9 years. Yeah. Well, Thomas, we all wish you'd just find a name and stick with it, man. That's a good name right there. Keep it. Cowboy Steve got a roll as well. Time for the rare Thursday morning Zoom call for work. No problem, Steve. I'm going to roll here too. I'm just hoping to get caught up. You know me, I get to talking and looking for things, and yeah, absolutely, Fred. Thank you so much, man. Thanks, Chris. I'm anxious. I'm excited to see how yours comes out because you got that nice. Was it 3 spans? And it's looking really good so far, bud. But yeah, thanks, Fred. Thanks, Derailed Daryl, for the super chats. Appreciate that, guys. No hope for you, Thomas. I know, Jim. We make fun of Thomas's name like you guys make fun of me being behind. Jim, I'm assuming you're going up tonight. So hopefully you got your internet and everything back. Scott says Halloween's my favorite season next to Christmas. I like decorating for Halloween. Just like the Spirit of Halloween store. Yeah. I'd heard a rumor. Now I don't know if somebody was just making a joke or not, but somebody said they were looking at doing like a Spirit of Christmas kind of store, like the Spirit of Halloween's, like a pop-up store just for the holiday. It'd be kind of neat, I guess. I'd have to keep my wife out of there, though. But kind of a neat idea. All right, enough with the nice-looking stuff. Now I gotta look at my ugly mug again. All right, guys. So hopefully Jim will be going up tonight. And so glad you guys are having to head out of here anyways, which is fine because I would like to do that myself. Yeah, that's why I put it up. Chris put Christmas up in November because I enjoy it longer. Plus, we do Thanksgiving here, and all the kiddos get to see the lights. Well, yes, I agree. I love Christmas as well. I'm kind of a after Thanksgiving guy for Christmas, just because I hate to skip Thanksgiving, and I like to give it its due. We host Thanksgiving here, so we like to keep up the Thanksgiving decorations and everything. She puts up like cornucopias and all that kind of shit. I tell you, it's like it throws up all over the house. Everything looks good, but it's like I said, by January, I'm done with the house being decorated for all these different things. So we leave it up through Thanksgiving Day. And then, like I said, that Friday, some years I'm able to get that Black Friday off. Some days I'm not. Sometimes it's like a half a day. She usually works like a half a day that day. Actually, I take that back. Their office is usually closed. They're one of those places that gets the 4-day weekend every year. And then that's what we do. We take all that down. It used to be nice when the kids were still living at home because they would help bring all the boxes up to the attic and back down. Because you got to put all that stuff, pack it away, take it up, and then pull the Christmas stuff up, bring those boxes down. Then when those are empty, you got to bring the empty boxes back up to get them out of the way because I just don't have an extra room down here to leave them out. It's a process, man. Let me tell you. Shut these trains down. I don't know if there's a lumber load challenge. There was somebody doing like a log car challenge or something like that. I don't have any log cars. I have lumber load cars. Like those are all of mine. I don't have many. I'm not like you got all those wood chip hoppers. They're awesome. You got a bunch. I think you have some lumber cars too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I used to love cotton chocolate, man. I just think that cup was funny. She showed it to me the other day. I'm like, oh, I'm stealing that for the show Thursday. So hopefully you guys got a kick out of it too. Need to do some work on the layout, filming for the weekend. Thanks for the subs. Take care, all. You're welcome. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. It was good to see you. Have fun filming. Look forward to watching that. Been down there and looked at the place. Yeah, beautiful area, man. They're building like crazy down there, man. Building like crazy. You're right near, I think it's actually the Bradenton PO, like zip code and everything. And it's about a half an hour from Sarasota Airport and an hour from Tampa. So roughly an hour from Tampa. So when I go down there to see those friends, usually if we're spending more than just a couple of days, usually they let me use one of their cars and I head over to Largo, which is just the other side of Tampa. And I go to the Sun Coast Monorail Club with Robert Sacco, another YouTuber. He's the presidente of that club. So I met him there a couple of times. Jim Tedesco came up with Tom's Trains and Things the last time I was down a couple of years ago. We hung out at the club for a little bit, went out to dinner. It's a good time. Remains to be seen, Thomas. Remains to be seen. It does have a nice ring to it, I agree. And like Jim says, we've heard that before. Thanks, Floyd. You guys make the show with your comments. I just try to keep up with them all. Try to show you a little bit of what I have going on and talk trains and a little bit about life in general. But let's see. Now, next week, I won't be doing a show. I got to decide if I want to keep this format or go back to doing it. Because what I've been doing all summer, as most of you guys know, on my weeks that I do On Track Tuesday, which will be this coming Tuesday. That was Tuesday. Tuesday is the 22nd, right? Yeah. So that'll be my On Track Tuesday show. And so next Thursday, I'm not going to do a show because I've been holding that format where if I'm doing the Tuesday show, I'm not doing the Thursday show. Too much Crooked Dave in 1 week's not a good thing. We'll see. I'm debating if I'm going to go back to the old way and not cancel the Thursday shows on those weeks, the fourth week. Yeah, if there was a nearby train store near one of those Christmas stores, I'd be all about it. And hello, John. I'm sorry if I missed you. If you've been in there for a while. No, there you go. Just time to say goodbye. An hour late, $2 short. That's usually me. He's a Scrooge, but not since you can't climb ladders, he has to help. Yeah, there you go. See, all those years of being a Scrooge, now he's got to pay the price. It's got their 100-year hurricane season, so I think I'll be good. Yeah, no doubt. Oh, thanks, Jim. So, anyhow, I am going to sign off. Hopefully, we'll see you on Jim's show later at 6 p.m. Short line Thursday. And catch you guys Tuesday for the On Track Tuesday. I'm hoping to be on at 8 o'clock on Go Via Go Home this Saturday. I got an engagement. We're working the spaghetti dinner at church. Don't know what time I'll be done with that. It might be later than the show. So I've been going on there for the kit build that he's been doing. We're building a diesel house from Walders right now, so we'll see. I might make it to that. If I'm home in time, I will. So, okay, guys, have a great day. Thanks again for all the super chats, Fred and Daryl. Appreciate it, guys. Fred, have a safe trip back home to Texas. And we will catch you guys later today, hopefully. So bye for now. Jim, I'm going to reach out to you as well. I'm going to send you a text here in a minute. Thanks, man. Okay, take her easy. Bye for now.